Okay, we are back. So, the rideshare driving lifestyle. So when you go into it, you want to make sure, and this is for newbies, that are trying to put their best foot forward, like how can I do this and stay healthy, keep my energy up, that kind of thing. So if you're part-time, 4 or 5 hours at a time, maybe 6, anything after that is kind of not part-time. If you're part-time, you would have hopefully built in some rest. You would have taken some time to, get your stuff in place and then just jump in. If you're full-time, so depending on when you start your day, there's going to be the morning. Either you start at 3 or 4 or 5 in the morning and then just kind of work your way around the clock. Or you work nighttime. Maybe you start at 3 in the afternoon and work your way around. So one of the things we want to be mindful of is that the body has its own clock. Our bodies were designed to rise with the sun and go to sleep at not at sundown, but basically when the sun starts to go down, you close out your day, and pretty much by 8, 9 o'clock, you're supposed to be in bed. Our bodies haven't changed, but our lifestyle has. So we're used to a lot of blue light on our devices, and the blue light will trigger the hormones to keep you awake. So there are those of us where you're kind of already sleep dysregulated and working at night is not a big deal anyway. And so when you're considering how to fit rideshare driving as a lifestyle in your current way of living, these are things you want to consider. So for me personally, I am not a morning person at all. Like, my brain will not activate till about 10 in the morning, which is great when you're a 9-to-5 worker. You log in, maybe attend a couple of meetings and you're like, yeah, okay, whatever. And then, your brain starts to kick in and you become focused and you're able to get some things done. But when you're driving, you're locked in. You're locked into this space in your driver's chair behind the steering wheel, and your brain is focused, which drains a lot of energy, especially if you're driving from one pickup to another. You do the drop off, you go pick up another, you do the drop off, and next thing you know, 3-4 hours have passed. Have you taken a break? What does a break look like? What should it look like for you? For some people who are not athletically inclined, like, the word gym is not in your vocabulary, hiking or walking is like, oh, what's that? So you want to incorporate movement. Get out of the car, find a pocket park where you're driving around. There's like, ooh, I think this is a cute little space, it has shady trees and maybe a shady place to park your car. So as you drive around, make note of little pocket parks, little places where you can just get out of the car, stretch your legs, stretch your arms, breathe in air, and just, move things around. It's very invigorating. Like, even the little bit that I did in this seat, it's like, it goes a long way to keep you alert, to wake you up, without even, doing coffee or energy drinks or anything. Like, there's things you can do physically. Movement is energizing. Okay, so incorporate that in your driving lifestyle. So these are some of the considerations to have before we even talk about nutrition, before we even talk about any other thing. We want to understand the impact of sitting static in one seat for 3-4 hours at a time. So I like to do reserved rides. What that does is I get to the place early, hop out, stretch, take a look at the back seat and make sure, there's no lint or, cotton balls floating around or whatever. And just then ease my way to the pickup. It's less hurried and whatnot. So I like putting reserved rides in my calendar as I go around. So that kind of forces a break. If you're driving and there's a little bit of a lull, it's not as active, you're not hearing bring, oh, there's another pickup, then chill out, go offline, go and go chill somewhere and stretch and move and bend and do something. So these are things I wanted to talk about, just little things that we don't really think about, because when you're in this car, man, you're about, let's make that money. You know what I mean? But your body's like, oh, what's happening? Why aren't I moving? I don't like this. And then when you're done driving, you're exhausted and fall out. And you don't want to talk to nobody. You're just like comatose. And that's because all of this static, compressed energy has been built up. And it's like just release. A couple of hours, 2-3 hours, release. I hope you find this information helpful. Drive safe, everyone.